So the 17th annual GM survey is out, and in theory, this should be a super keen assessment of what's going on in the NBA. I mean, by definition, these are supposedly the 30 top talent evaluators on earth when it comes to pro basketball, right? I mean, they literally get paid to know what it takes to win a championship. And in their expert judgment, they have come to the consensus that the Warriors are going to win the title this year. I know, it's shocking. They also gave a boatload of categories to LeBron.
What?
Best leader, best passer, most coaching adjustments forced. You can see the whole list there. LeBron was also predicted to win MVP, although it's hard to take that as a real prediction considering the GMs have predicted that for each of the past 7 years. And, well, he hasn't won since 2013. Still, there are some interesting things to pay attention to in the 49 different categories the GMs were asked to vote in. One was, which player would you start a franchise with? You know that question. The GMs picked Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is fair, although you could also make a very hefty argument for Anthony Davis. What caught my eye, though, was who else got votes. The other three were KD, LeBron, and Steph, who are all over 30 years old. I'm not sure if that means the GMs just think great players are staying great longer than ever these days, so you'd want to start a franchise with them, maybe older guys worth making long-term bets on, or if GMs just figure they have so little job security, they would rather take KD or LeBron now and worry about the future later. Even more eye-catching than that vet contingent, though, was how Karl-Anthony Towns isn't even on the list. Towns won this category last year. Now he doesn't even get a single vote. I'm not sure exactly how so many people lost so much faith in Towns, but Minnesota just handed Towns about $200 million, so. Another confusing category for me was Best International Player. Giannis won that one by a lot, then KP, then Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and then Marc Gasol. Joel Embiid. Didn't make the list.
What?
Was he secretly born in New Jersey and no one told me? I mean, that is just weird. Embiid was also completely left off the list for Best Defensive Player, which, again, is weird, since he was the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year last season. I assume Joel just hadn't heard about any of this yet, as he has yet to post about it on any of his social media accounts, but I'm going to be refreshing my feed all day, because again, Marc Gasol was on that list of international players. He was not. He is going to have something to say. In fact, I expect a lot of players to use this year's survey as motivation. You saw Rudy Gobert there, completely left off the list of best centers. John Wall, he certainly considers himself one of the top 5 point guards in the league, and the GMs apparently do not. In the category of most promising young core, Philadelphia won over Boston, and the Lakers aren't even on there at all, which I'm sure is going to really sit well with two of the most volcanic hives on NBA Twitter. Run for your lives, general managers. At least Celtics fans are celebrating Brad Stevens taking the top coaching spot, which ends Greg Popovich's 7-year run. Although that's also a little bit of a confusing result, not because Brad's not great, he clearly is, but because when the league's head coaches did their own vote just a few months ago, not a single one of them voted for Stevens. So what does this mean? Are these surveys really something we should put our faith in? Again, these are the guys running the NBA, not some internet poll. Let's just ask Steven Adams, who topped one of the GM's categories this year. He won Toughest Player.
I can't, mate. What does it mean? Do I get anything? Did I win? Do I get a bonus? I'll be sick. No, it's just, I don't know. Could mean anything, mate. Yeah. Toughness, just, I don't know. Seems dumb. It does. I mean, yeah. Whatever.
He's the best. Steven Adams is the best, right? And maybe he's right. Maybe this is all just dumb. The good thing is that these players, all these teams, they get the next 9 months to play it out. And we will get to see just how smart the guys running the NBA's front offices really are.